Hey, how are we doing? Just figured I'd come in here for a little bit, bide some time, see what everyone's up to, and just chat. Um, the last one was kind of crazy, um, but yeah, it's warm. It's a warm day. It's like 8 degrees Celsius, well, warmer. Unusually warm for this time of the year here. Normally we're freezing our asses off, but yeah, it's been insane this winter. El Nino has brought some good fortune so far, um, and it's been a mild winter, and hopefully it continues to be that way. Although we are supposed to by the weekend hit some minus temperatures. So it looks like the cold temps are going to sneak in. I don't know either, Seth. I mean, if you got a VPN, if you're using a VPN or if you're using a something like that, it'll come up. But it's okay. It's fine. Um, I've gone on it, and like I said, and it just has PDF files that you can open up and actually read all the pages from. I believe it's volume 1 through 18. Um, 19 to 22 aren't available, not available, but the first 18 issues are up there and readily available to read. So it's actually really cool. And I'd actually like to get Matt on to actually talk, open up about Truth Seekers review because I think it's really, really cool. They covered some really, really cool stuff. And I mean, it's a vital a piece of what Matt does now. Even though Matt really does a lot more urban exploring now, he does keep his foot in the UFO realm and high strangeness, if you will, altogether. So I'd love to have him on and just do a show and pick his brain about the Truth Seeker review and more. I think it'd be pretty cool because there's some really some cool stuff there to look over. So if you're interested, the links there. Like I said, it, again, it should give you options as to advanced options as to just go, you know, advanced options and look it over. I mean, I didn't have any problems, no issues. Yeah. So, anyways, I'll probably stick around for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour today. I got some stuff I got to deal with later on. You know, I, I've been I haven't been sleeping at all. I don't know what it is. I've been sleeping like shit, and it's the old scenario where you're tired, you go to bed, and you just lie there. You just lie there for a good hour, 2 hours, and then okay, enough's enough. Get up, maybe watch some TV or whatever, and try to figure out what the problem is. It's just a pain in the ass. I hate going through those cycles. So this week has been fucking crazy. I'm running on low fumes. I have not slept. I probably have slept a total of maybe, if I'm lucky, 10 hours over the past 4 or 5 days. So low fumes. Uh, throw this out. I mean, of course, if anybody's interested for a little while, anyways, you could pop in, and I'll pin it to the top. Okay. All destinations. And then there we go. Okay, I hate when it does that. So, anyways, I was, speaking of Matt, and hold on, let me just pin that to the top. So, I mean, you're more than welcome. Hey, Mick, how are you? Good to see you, man. Um, speaking of Matt and Truth Seekers review, I was reviewing it the very first time Gareth Davies Mindset Central was on our show. The very first time, I think it was that he officially came on the show was 2014. I think it was like 2014. It's been 10 years. 10 years ago that Gareth was first on our show. And I think, and I can't remember if he was still in his hiatus with Mindset or he had just started back up. I can't remember because I know he took a hiatus for a bit. Um, he might have been back. I think 2009. I think he went back. But anyhow, I was reviewing it here on our channel. It's in the archives if you're interested. I posted the link to, but if you go to Nocturnal Vaults, you will see the first show with Gareth and Jeremy Webster. It's it's really amazing that how much content um, Gareth provided here in such a short span of time. I shouldn't say short. It's almost 8 years, 8 years, and especially during COVID, during the lockdowns. Um, Gareth was a regular here on the show. Back and forth. We were on. I was on his show. Alex was on his show on Mindset Live or the Mindset Mornings. So it was pretty amazing the amount of content that's there, and I've got more that I will release onto our YouTube channel. I just got to find the time. We get so much content that I got to put up. Literally 193 episodes from 193 episodes alone from BTR. That I've sparsely put up a few, but and then live stream when we were doing live stream, we had like another 12 shows there, I believe, something like that were available. And there and I do believe, and this is the shitty part. There is a section of shows that we can't get. We don't know where the fuck they've gone to. And I would they're probably on an old excuse me, one of my old hard drives. I don't know. But I think there's about 5 or 6 episodes that are literally lost in the Ethernet. They're out there, but where? And going to the old, because they were part of, excuse me, a part of Livestream, and Livestream went through a transition because it went belly up, and I think Vimo bought them out or picked them up or something like that. I think Vimo has something to do with them now. Anyways, they've changed it. So all the old links are gone. So anything that some of the episodes, like, even if you go into Podbay, because you remember, I'm sure a lot of you remember Podbay, or even Apple, or Google Play, or whatever, wherever you get your podcast from. The links don't work anymore, so it really sucks. But I know I have the file somewhere. It's just a matter of digging them out of one of these archives. I have like literally two hard drives. I have to uh I have to make into external drives so I can extract the info off them, the data off them. Photos, videos, and of course some of the show archives. And there's a lot. Like I said, there's probably like 12 episodes, but 5 or 6 of them are lost. Like, literally can't find them anywhere. Can't If you guys can find them, then great. But when you do a search, and I don't know if I've ever really done like a deep search. I'm sure some of you out there, are really good at searching shit online. But myself or Alex have not been able. We haven't been able to find them. I think there's like literally five to seven episodes, roughly in and about that sort of number. So, yeah. I mean, if you guys find them, let us know. Um, like I said, I'm almost certain I have them on a hard drive somewhere. I don't know, but anyways, we'll figure it out hopefully. But yeah. So Seth was mentioning that he was binge watching some Secret Vault. And I do that from time to time. I'll go in there and check out stuff that Matt's posted. I haven't had a chance to watch, or even some of his older stuff. But I was doing a little bit of research, and I stumbled upon uh, the Truth Seeker review magazine. PDFs are available online on their old site, um, and I've been reading them. And there's some pretty cool stuff there. And like I said, I really like to bring Matt on to sort of chat about that, to just do a whatever 2 hours chat about the truth seeker sort of um era, or you know because I mean, what was that, in the 1990s? I think it was out there, and straight out of Wales, excuse me, Wales, and him and a handful of people, contributing writers, and so on and so on, put this published magazine out. And fuck, I would have loved to. If I knew about this, I probably, because I know they were really pushing for international readers. Going by what I'd seen in the PDFs. If I had known about this magazine back then, I probably would have bought it. I probably would have subscribed to it. You know, I mean, there are magazines out there, but not like this. And yeah, it was kind of UK based, but it did go into all sorts of well known subjects, well known cases, so on and so on. Like Area 51 and blah blah blah. The usual stuff. But it went into it talked a lot about what had happened in the many parts of the UK. And I'm kind of familiar with some of the stuff there, but not entirely. So it would have been intriguing to and if I had known it was available, I would have grabbed some or like subscribed to it, obviously. And by the way, guys, hit the like button, and please do, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We're getting close. I think we're hold on, 9:48 now. I think we're at 9:48. Yeah, we're at 9:48. We're almost at 1K. And like I said, soon as we hit 1K, we're going to be releasing a shitload of material, like content, geared to that sort of next level of being here on YouTube. And one of the things that we're going to be releasing is the dark woodlot. We have decided to release it as a episode based series rather than a documentary, like a whole documentary. But we'll have it available in its entirety when it's finished. But we're going to run it as like an episode based series. So I don't know. Are we looking at 30 minutes? Probably 30-minute episodes, most likely. Um, yeah. I mean that's probably the format right now because I mean there's so much content, so much footage, more to be shot. An interesting little place. I think even more intriguing than I would anticipated. So that will be a part of the 1K level. Once we hit the 1K level, we're going to start unleashing all that kind of stuff. The Dark Woodlot series being one of the things that we're going to run. Let's see. Let me just get that out of the way. All right. Maybe I'll go for maybe 15 minutes to half an hour. It's awfully quiet, so I mean, unless somebody pops up, I will run a little longer, but I'll probably end this in about 15 to 30 minutes. Once again, you don't want to hear me babble on. Yeah, so did you guys have you guys caught the last episode of Nocturnal Frequency Radio last Sunday with Steve Wills? If you haven't, grab it. Unfortunately, we had some issues and whatever, and Steve dropped out. Unfortunately, his phone died on him, so uh, it was short lived. But you know what? We certainly do look forward to having Steve back on. In fact, I think we're going to have like a dark discussion sort of round table with Steve and possibly Matt and a couple other people and chat seriously about the UFO realm. There's lots to talk about. Um, I think, excuse me, I think it's imperative that we get these sort of grassroots sort of um views on these subjects because I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired of hearing the same old fucking people going on all these radio shows and these shows and they're talking about the same fucking thing over and over and over again. It's like that in all sectors of whatever, the paranormal, UFO, whatever. It's the same shit. It's regurgitated. And I don't know about you, but I want to hear. I'm one who gets, you know, I want to hear something new. I want to hear something that's never been talked about before. And yes, it's increasingly harder to talk about because it seems like everything's been talked about. Try. Where did you notice that? My where did you notice that? My Instagram? Probably my Instagram, right, Seth? Yeah, yeah. You what on the Zombie 69 one? If you go to that's that I started doing it, and then I started doing I have another Instagram. It's Hop Zombie. Hop Zombie is my beer one. And if you look on that one, what Hop Zombie or Zombie 69? Because I started doing it on Zombie 69. And then I branched it off because I go, you know what? Um, different people will kind of look at this stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I in the early days I started doing the beer things on my personal Instagram, and then I branched it off, and I branched it off into one called Hop Zombie on Instagram, and that's where I do all my beer stuff. I mean, it hasn't been as active. Kind of bored of it. I really don't like the see when I first got onto Instagram. Yeah, yeah, I do remember it being pretty good. But you know what? They're good at that 9%. Oh, but you don't taste it. You don't taste it. It's hidden so well. Hidden so well. Like this guy here. This is 8.2. 8.2, but you don't taste it. You don't, you know, you don't taste it. It's so good. But anyways, yeah, I started doing it on a Hop Zombie, and yeah. So if you want any more beer stuff, check out my Hop Zombie Instagram. Yeah. Hey, Watchman, how are you? Yeah, I'm probably. Let's see. Sorry, guys, just checking something out here. Yeah, it's you know, some of the Trappist stuff, Seth, continuing on with the what you're talking about, some of the Trappist beers are just incredible. And Trappist beers, for those of you who may not know, are from Belgium, and a lot of them are brewed, in the compounds of these compounds of these monks, and literally they brew the beer and will sell it locally. Um, and you're technically not supposed to resell a lot of these The West Haven, West Haven 12, especially. You can go to um the compound and buy like a wooden case of 24 of these 24 bottles or 12 bottles of these of the I can't say it, West Avonlea 12, I think it is, whatever. Um in the bottles. The delirium, yeah, delirium, yes, I've had delirium several times. Several times. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice golden ale. That's like a more of like a golden ale, and it's so good. So good. And most of these beers you can age. You can age. Well, it will make it's delirium, right? It'll make you crazy. It'll make you crazy, but yeah, I don't mind, cracking back a couple of them, especially on draft. If you can find a place that has it on draft, it's so good. So good. Really good. Um, but a lot of these beers you can literally age them, and when you do age them, they taste so much better. The flavors really, really come out a lot more if you age them. Especially if you're at the 9%, 9% and above. I mean, you can at 8.5, or 8, in between 8 and 8.5. Um, you can age them too, but not as well as like 9 and above. You let it sit longer, and yeah, it's so good. So good. Hey, Punches, how are you? But I would never suggest doing it with an IPA though. Never an IPA. IPAs. The problem with IPAs is their hops fade, and because it just becomes malty caramel, malty sort of blah. And the whole purpose between and I'm not talking about a traditional English IPA. I'm talking about these a lot of the IPAs that you find now, the hazy or northeastern IPAs from the U.S. Um, you want to drink them fresh. They have to be drank fresh, and because the hop profiles are so good, so good. Yeah, I kind of figured that, Dan. You're feeling pretty good, buddy. uh, uh, well, yeah, you're feeling pretty good there. What was the other one? Wasn't it like 12%? Didn't you crack open a 12 percenter afterwards? I can't remember. You were showing me I think it was a 12 percenter, Dan. I don't know. But yeah, 10%. Yeah. I mean, I've drank a couple of those before. The first one, you get a nice buzz. The second one, you're like, "Ugh." Yeah. Oh, you didn't open it. Okay. Yeah, you showed us, I think, but you didn't. Okay, you didn't open it. But I remember sitting in a brew pub in St. Petersburg, Florida, and a place called Cycle Brewing in St. Petersburg, Florida. There, and they during the Tampa Beer Week, and I remember sitting down, and I really wanted a bottle of. They had special releases each day of the week during Tampa Beer Fest, and I remember I missed out on the I think it was like the the Tuesday release. And they simply called them Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, so on and so on. And I missed the Tuesday, and I really wanted the Tuesday one, but they didn't have any more bottled, sold out. But they had it on tap. So I went up to the bar, up to the guy, and I said, "You want to pour? Do you have it on top?" Yeah, yeah. Okay, pour me a glass. And they were, I think they were only selling them in 10 ounce. It was 10 ounce pours. It might have been 12 ounce pours. I don't know. Whatever. Anyhow, this guy poured the beer, and well, it was probably like a glass like that, almost like a glass like that. And when he poured it, it was fucking like motor oil. It was like motor oil. And it had this like arrow bar sort of head to it. I mean, when you looked at it, it looked like fucking, the whole, the bubbles from an arrow bar when you eat an arrow bar. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks so fucking good. That looks so good. And I started drinking that, and I'm like, wow, this is fucking good. Chocolatey velvety chocolate, some cocoa, and some vanilla. Madagascar vanilla, I think, was added to the batch. And I finished the glass off, and I had a nice buzz going. And I asked the guys, could you pour me another one? He goes, yeah, 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 sure. I go, what's the ABV on this, by the way? He goes, oh, it's 14%. I go, get the fuck out of here. Really? 14%? Where the hell? You don't taste it. You do not taste the alcohol. It was hidden, sneaky, ninja like. And it was, man, ninja like. It snuck up on you like, wow, quick. But it was so fucking good. So, I said, fuck it. The guy already poured me the second pint, and I said, fuck it. I'm going to drink it, you know, but, wow. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good after the second pint, 14%, but it was good. Really good. Their stouts are good. If you ever have a chance, if you're ever in St. Petersburg, Florida, or close by, I highly recommend you go to Cycle Brewing. I really do. Some of the best beers around if you're down there. Yeah. So, okay, I'll go for maybe another 15 more minutes. Oh. Hey, Cal, how are you? Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, it's like this one here. Excuse me. Is 8.2. And I mean, you do kind of feel it after one, but not to the point where like, okay, I'm gonna stop. But they're good. I mean, you do not taste, and that's the thing. A lot of these beers, it's not like the old days. You bought some of these beers and they're ramped up in ABV, and you tasted it. They tasted boozy. These, you don't taste it at all. You do not get that booziness at all. They're all stealthy like a ninja. And they definitely sneak up on you. And I think here in Canada, if anything is over 5.5, I think 5.5%, it has to be listed as strong beer, right? And it's funny because for years, Canadians would not buy American beer because a lot of the American beer was like 4%, 4%, and that was it. So you had a lot of Americans buying Canadian beer because a lot of the Canadian beer was like 5%, 5.5. And then we did some beer out of Quebec would be like fucking 8%. Bredor being one of them would be 8% back then. So they're like, or Fendemodi, and yeah, yeah, be like 8.2%, something like that. And yeah, you're like, okay, I don't know if I can drink more than one of this. But of course, you'd have people who would drink more than one because they, I tough guy, I can do this no problem, you know. And then after the second one, they're like, ooh, yeah, I'm inebriated. Uh, yeah. But anyways, okay. Let me just see here. Sorry, just reading something that just came in. Barley wine is a headbanger. Yeah, you know what? Barley wine, if it's done right, is so good. I've had a lot of barley wines that are just putrid. Oof, fucking disgusting. But yeah, I've had some barley wines that are nice though. Some of them are nice. 2 months teetotal. What's that? 2 months teetotal. But yeah, barley wines. And even some of the Scotch ales. Some of the Scotch ales, again, are really nice. Are really nice, and can be fucking. A lot of them are ramped up. Oh, really? Good, man. Good to hear, dude. That's good to hear, dude. 2 months, huh? That's good to hear. Good to hear that, man. Keep it up, because when you do it, if you can go that long, keep it going. You know, keep it going. It's like when I quit smoking. It's the best thing I ever fucking did. You know, I think, yeah, I quit smoking. Fuck, February 1998. February 1998, I quit smoking. Holy shit. And here we are, February of 2024. I mean, what's that? Do the math. Do the math. 26 years? 36 years? 36 years? No, I don't know. Holy fuck. Oh, fuck. My head's not in math right now. Oh, yeah. Good Newcastle Brown is good. Newcastle made Werewolf Red Ale. I fucking love that. And I don't know, do they still make it in and around before Halloween? I don't know. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad that you didn't, and I'm glad that you're taking charge of it, dude. That's good to hear, man. Keep up the good fucking the good battle there, dude. Let me just see here. Mm. Yeah, 26 years. Fucking 26 years. Yeah, they quit smoking. So, I mean, it's probably the best thing I ever did. One of the best things I ever did was quit smoking. Don't vape or any of that shit. I mean, I was smoking cigars, but I wasn't inhaling uh, for a while. We're talking about Cubans, obviously. But like I said, I gave those up too because I'm like, what's the fucking point? You know, you spend all this money on a Cuban and or a luxurious fucking cigar, and you don't even inhale. What's the fucking point, right? I mean, yeah, a lot of the times it's just for show, but what's the point? What's the point? Why spend the money? You know, what's the point? What is the point? So yeah, that's good to hear. And Tim, keep it up, man. Just remission kind of sucks. Not remission, but when you start shit back up after you know trying for so long to exonerate, get rid of it. School, I invented drinks. Why is that? Why? Because you're drinking Newcastle Brown Ale? Why when you left school? Why not well in school? A lot of us did well in school. Invented drinking while in school. But why after? Why after school? I mean, a lot of us invented drinking while in school. You know? Um, all right, I'll go for a little longer here, and that's it. I'm going to call it the day. Let's see. Hey, Adrian, how are you? You lied. You lied. You invented it while in school. uh, so you lied. You weren't late for the party. Guys, smash that like button. Come on, hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, smash it. Smash it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're almost at the 1K. And like I said, once we get to the 1K plateau, the content's going to flow. We got a lot of content that we got to get out there for you guys. But we're going to wait till we get to the 1K to get that content out. So, the quicker we get to it, the quicker we get that content out to you guys so you can check it out. I think that's about it, guys. Back Sunday. Just keep an eye out for the show details. Um, I'll get that out to the channel very soon. Um, until Sunday night, guys. Take care. Thanks for popping in. And be good and enjoy the day. Have a good one, guys. Later.